my life on paper, and I have been following along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers all month long, month of July, with Crystal. And Off the Board is where you choose a pin, use those pins that you pin on your Pinterest board, then you don't do anything with, and use it for some kind of inspiration. So, and I'm also playing along or scrap lifting with the Scrap Squad Facebook group, which I will have linked below as well. And they scrap lift different layouts. And at the beginning, you would have seen the layout that I am scrap lifting as well as the pin. And the pin is the rosettes. The flowers are the rosettes, which is so cool because that's, the rosettes are in the scrap lift. And then we have petals around the rosettes in that pin that are leaves, and that comes from like newsprint or book print or music paper, so that I'm combining those together. And how cool. Okay, so exciting. The rosettes, I have been keeping these for the perfect thing, and this is totally the perfect thing. These are from Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. It came in a set, and there's pink and purple as well, which I will use on a different layout. So I'm going to spread those around. My picture that I have is from Father's Day, myself, my girls, and my husband. And then if you look in the scrap lift, you will see that it is matted. So I went right into my scraps and grabbed out a couple of scraps. I'm going to put that about there. And then you do see kind of a cut file, a title on the side there in the scrap lift. And I got this from Cricut. So I cut it out just with my Cricut. And I got to tell you, the first time I did it, it was too big. Because what I do on my Cricut, I know everybody doesn't have a Cricut, but I will make a block of the size of my photo. And then I'll do a 12 by 12. And actually, I didn't do the 12 by 12, but you can also do a 12 by 12. It gets mad at you because it doesn't want you to make a 12 by 12. But I just use it as so that I can tell how big things should be and put it all in perspective. So I didn't have the 12 by 12, so then this was way too big. So this is my second try. The first try I put in a gallon-sized bag, and you might be seeing it next year. So I kept it white. I did think about maybe taking some color to it, but the inspiration is white, the title is white, so I left it. And then you'll see my inside pieces sprinkled around. I am not the best with trying to keep track of those, and I don't want to cut it again, so I just kind of placed it there. I'm going to place that there. This will probably shift a little bit, look something like that. So the next thing I did was I took this lovely piece of paper, and I liked the greenness of it because I knew I was going to use it for leaves. I have not had this in my stash since 2010, but it is from 2010. My Mind's Eye. It's Lost and Found by Jen Allison. And you can see on the other side, it's the straightforward, right? The regular, what you would think of a newsprint, that color, but used to this. And you can see how easily you could just use a punch, right? You wouldn't have to have a Cricut. You could just use a punch for this paper. And then punched them out, and I might ink those just to give them a little bit of dimension and make them pop off the page a little bit, but we'll just kind of sprinkle those around. This picture is from when we went out to, it was kind of like an outdoor, brewery that we sat outdoors and had lunch there, so that was fun. The other thing I have is I have some really old, I call them hand-me-downs. I think people say that they've been gifted them, but this is from a Stampin' Up! Set of stickers. I grabbed out the ones that were mostly the olive green. This one does have some dark green in it, but there is some dark green in the paper, so I thought maybe I could use those. And then this is from my stash too, and it's a piece of chipboard. Losing my words, piece of chipboard. I thought I might jump that in there too, along with all the other circles going on there. The other thing you'll see in there is a couple tucked pieces. And I found, you know, I have these are from Tim Holtz from Hobby Lobby. And so I'm gonna grab a couple of these off of here and tuck those in. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. I love that. So you'll see those in there as well. What I'm gonna do, oh, then I have some extra little round circles in case I wanna stick those in too. So I'm gonna put you on pause and then I will be right back to show you the finished product. Welcome back. Here it is. I really like how it turned out. The one thing I didn't mention before is this paper is from a paper pad from Vicki Boutin. So I love that I don't have to do the mixed media. I mean, not that I don't want to do it, but I haven't perfected it yet. So this is kind of a good sheet weight for me to get a faster page done, I guess, without the mess. I did go ahead and I have old close to my heart. This is probably way retired, but it's olive. And so I took my brush that I got on Amazon and I went on the outside of the leaves. Some leaves I got a little bit more crazy with than others, but I like the way it looks. And when I glued them down, I didn't glue that all down, so it does have a little bit of lift on some of them as well. So I like the way that looks. Gives a little bit of texture and dimension. I did use some of those Tim Holtz stickers. I've got Life Doesn't Have to Be Perfect to Be Wonderful. It's a little bit differently spaced than or a different space than you'll see the scrap lift, but you know, we all know that that is just kind of a suggestion or inspiration. And then the other one I put down here, I Feel So Lucky. Here is the title, which I love. It, you know, with the mixed media behind it, you can read it. It just looks cool. The rosettes were perfect there. These little pieces, I ended up grabbing one more of the circles from Stampin' Up. I put them in 3 like you would. I found these enamel dots. I think I got them in a kit with paper. I didn't like the way just the 3 looked because they were all the same size, so I threw in a 4th, and that goes for this up here too, just to give it a little bit of interest because the one piece is a little bit smaller. And that is everything. I did not use this other piece down here. I still have some of these leftovers of these stickers, and I'm finished. So very excited the way it turned out. Please look below. You'll see links to everybody that's following along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And you'll also see where you can join the Scrap Squad Facebook group. Leave me any comments. I love hearing what you think and anything you might have to say. Also, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.